Oh my goodness. What is happening, everybody? Oh my goodness. Did you see that game? Did you see tonight's game against the Hornets? Not only Kawhi Leonard is back, he is showing that he is in kill mode. Man, he is showing everybody that he is clutch and he is the best basketball player in the league. Not yet. Not everybody's going to buy into the hype yet. The stock is still low. But by March, by February actually, or even the end of December, people are going to people are going to see that Kawhi Leonard is still one of the best. Paul George too, to be honest. But Kawhi Leonard, the game he returned, the game, the time when people were doubting on Kawhi. They were so frustrated. They were so impatient. Some people are so impatient. They went as far as they want to trade Kawhi Leonard. Like, man, and look what happened. A game winner on, I want to say Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels or Jalen McDaniels. I get mistaken by two of these people because both are the similar type of player, same last name and all that. Really good contest. Kawhi Leonard, he just hit that. He was just clutch. Best basketball player in the world. I don't care what y'all say. Honestly, I have Kawhi Leonard top 2 of all time. Soon he's going to be top 1 when we win the championship. Now call me tripping. I totally do not care. But because think about it. Kawhi Leonard, he is an all-around player. He can make the ball when he needs to. He plays really good defense. He could go inside the post. He could bang down low. And he's pretty clutch. He makes really tough shots like this. And he's pretty efficient. Now, again, I'm just going to briefly compare Kawhi to other people. LeBron James. Both really all-around people. Both are really strong. LeBron play makes better than Kawhi, but Kawhi just pretty much outmaneuvers LeBron in terms of shooting, defense, and efficiency, and of course the clutch. And in terms of how much help do one need? LeBron, he pretty much either won with two superstars on his sides, or he won when all of the teams were just banged up, especially when the Clippers had a brain dead coach, and when the Nuggets, of course, they had a really fluky T.J. Warren type run against us, and then they took an L, and then they faced against the Miami Heat with, I guess that's a good squad, Butler and Adebayo and Hero, but you can see now they're in a bit of a shaky situation, but again, it's too early to say, but so that's that, and then you could compare it to Kawhi with Kobe. Really unpopular opinion, I'm taking Kawhi over Kobe because this one thing that will just put Kawhi over Kobe is just efficiency. Kobe Bryant, he always needed a lot of shots. He's a great player. He's an all-time great, one of the greats. He's a Mount Rushmore. But let's be real. He's kind of like, well, not really that he plays like Luka, but he's like Luka in terms of he needs the ball in his hand. So there'll be nights when he can shoot you out the game. But of course he gets things done. But it's just I feel like people are gonna look at me dumb of saying Kawhi's better than Kobe just because I think it's because Kawhi he never really got the true opportunity. He kept getting injured and all that by Zaza and Ingles. Had Kawhi not been taken out by Ingles, I felt like he would have definitely showed the opportunity against Giannis, and then this year, or had Zaza not took his leg, he would have beat the Warriors, and he would definitely been up there in one of the greats. back then. But anyways, enough of the long, boring introduction. Now let's get into the stats. I'm gonna just breeze run the Charlotte Hornets. Jaden McDaniels, he cannot make any threes. He was pretty good in assists, and he got 3 steals, 4 rebounds. He's a solid defender from what I've kind of seen from him, but Kawhi is just Kawhi. You cannot guard Kawhi, man. Can't guard him. PJ Washington, that man was just making everything, alright? He was pretty much like the second best player tonight. He was just a walking bucket. I can see why some Clippers fans on social media, they be wanting him, which is maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But he's a bucket, rebounder, 4 dimes too, which is crazy. Mason Plumlee, he doesn't really do too much of the scoring, but he got a crazy amount of rebounds, which is crazy. And then he got 4 assists. He has a weird, awkward shooting form, but I guess it got better. But you can see why he's 0 for 2. That man cannot hit his free throws, right? Terry Rozier, he had a really inefficient night, but he got 22 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists too, which is crazy. 2 steals. Kelly Oubre, oh, that man. I knew Oubre was solid, but not this crazy good, alright? He's been dropping 20s during his past 5-7 games, that is just mad crazy. He could shoot pretty well as well too. Before Oubre, his shooting was not as efficient. Well, maybe it's because he didn't get enough shots in his hand too, to be fair. Which is, man, Oubre he's one of a heck of a player to have if you kind of need this really good role player on your team. That would be a really good two-way player. Just he can get you the buckets and he can play pretty good defense. But man, oh man, that is just crazy. 28 points, bro. Kai Jones, he was alright. Didn't do too much. Nothing stood out. Nick Richards, 5 for 6. He got 10 rebounds, a double-double. Theo Maladon, he pretty much missed a lot of shots. He didn't make it 3. It was nothing too much that I noticed. Theo Maladon, he was one of the players that I kind of liked when he was coming into the draft. I thought he was going to be a pretty solid player, but it'll take time. Bryce McGowan's, he kind of brought some energy. He blocked Kawhi Leonard. And yeah, that is pretty much it. But Hornets, imagine they have LaMelo Ball. That'll be more of a little bit of a fun squad. Oubre, LaMelo, Plumlee, or I don't know, whatever they do it. But anyways, let's go to the Clippers because, oh man, let's get the excitement off our chests. Let's just try to save the best for last, alright? So I'm just going to go from the bench unit. So Luke Leonard, he's back. He shot pretty well from 3. He did his thing, 2 rebounds. Pretty good. Terrence Mann, he brought a lot of energy, alright? He didn't score double digits, but he played that defense. He got rebounds. And he posterized. I forgot his name, but he got a poster, right? He's him. He's like an energy drink. John Wall, he made a 3. He took less 3s, so that is really good. This is the Wall we love to see. We love the Wall who tries to move the ball more often rather than just trying to be a score first type guard. He's more of a guy to pass the ball, and I like this. I like this version of Wall better. Just move the ball around. And he got 5 boards. It's 1 steal, 1 block. He got 3 turnovers, which is not too bad compared to he got 12 assists. Pretty dope. Moses Brown, I feel Moses Brown is actually pretty solid in my opinion. Although you're darn right, I'd much rather play Musa Diabate over Moses Brown, but I'll be lying to you if I said Moses Brown is not an NBA material player. I mean, he definitely could be a really decent big for within 5 years at least, or maybe even 10 years. He could be a solid role player. He could be like a kind of like a Walmart JaVale McGee type player. Just kind of like be a good interior rim protector and all that. Most Brown, I feel like he improved a lot on rim protecting too. Like he pretty much just stays around the paint. He does not like go outside because if he goes outside the paint, he's getting cooked. So he played more of the zone defense, which is what I like to see out of Moses Brown. He does have a really long wingspan. He's a big body, alright. And then he got 8 points. So shout out to Wall. He fed the living heck out of him. 7 boards, which is pretty solid. And then Nick Batum, ooh, he killed it. And he just shot all threes. Killed the Charlotte Hornets. Love it. And then Ivica Zubac, our starter, he didn't really get much of the ball in his hand this time. He only had 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. He was decent. He was decently good. But I felt like he could have tried to like contest more of the shots sometimes, but most of the time he played pretty good defense as usual. But it's just sometimes like he gets in a different place and then the guy gets wide open. But when Zubac's actually guarding a person, though, you're not scoring on Zubac. Just good luck scoring on Ivica Zubac. It's only when Zubac he would kind of like be a little bit too reserved and just not really go for it. But at the same time, that person could just dime it and then it would just waste Zubac energy. And then you got Marcus Morris, 12 points. He started off pretty hot, but then he was kind of like a bit off. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Thing with Morris is he kind of like showed a little bit of his old self about his defense. He's a little bit more of a slower type of player, but I'm at the same time, more of the type who would have a softer spot for Marcus Morris. Some people would argue that Rocco should be playing with Morris instead of Morris, which I don't blame him because Rocco, his floor is a lot higher. Because Rocco, he always plays the really good defense and he always gets rebounds. While Morris, if he's good, it's extremely rewarding. If he's off, it's pretty brutal. But I mean, he didn't do the worst, but he could definitely try to like again, kind of be more of like the 3 games ago Marcus Morris when he was more of a better defender, and he did get some rebounds. Let's be fair, he did get some assists, and he did score double digits, which is solid. But you know, I believe maybe next game I got Marcus Morris going off. Let me know what y'all think about Marcus Morris. He is due to have a breakout game. Like hopefully he could drop at least 16 next game. The next 5 games at least. And then Reggie Jackson. He shot pretty efficiently tonight compared to the other versions of Reggie Jackson. 5 for 13, which is, I would say like in the 40%, 3 for 7. He pretty much was more of a catch and shoot type of guy. Now that Kawhi and PG's there when they're handling the ball, Reggie's pretty good when he's catching, shooting, and all that. 2 assists, 2 boards. Like he definitely got some time in the baskets. Shout out to him. And then we get to go with MVPG. Well, some people call him that, but Paul George. He's looking fluid, and he got 7 assists, which is sheesh. 7 assists. That's insane. 3 rebounds, and he shot really efficiently. He's just smooth. He was getting the baskets in, and he only got 2 turnovers, which this is the PG we love to see. The Paul George that does not turn the ball over, and the Paul George that is hitting his shots. And he was actually like firing more often. He was not like being as extremely passive. That's good. He got 15 shots and he got 19 points. He didn't get a 20, but it's his first game. And then the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi started off pretty rusty in the first like 8 minutes, but then he heated up. He's really good in mid range. He did not hit any threes. He got a lot of rebounds though, 6 rebounds. See, that's what I mean about the versatility about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, when he's not scoring, he will grab rebounds, which definitely will get you some extra possessions. And he got 2 assists, which it doesn't look as crazy in the stats, but if you actually watch the game, he could literally make a pass from one corner to the next corner, which is really underrated about Kawhi Leonard, which is his playmaking, which is pretty beautiful to see him back. Hopefully, he can still keep playing throughout down the line. Maybe load manage him with some of the games, especially when we play intense back-to-back. But it'll be really nice that we could just play Kawhi Leonard and Paul George pretty much most of the season from now on, because it's good to get the chemistry to get going, and when it comes to playoff time, then we will know what to really do with each other, and then we'll eventually win the NBA championship. But oh man, I am still so joyed out about Kawhi Leonard's game-winning shot. That little fadeaway, just blicking, 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 blicking. But my goodness, just tell me what you think about this game. It was incredibly sloppy. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It was the first, and then second, and then third quarter. Man, that's when the Hornets was just gaining some damn momentum. Fourth quarter, we made it exciting. We made it really exciting. And then, of course, Rocco didn't play. Coffee didn't play. Boston Jr. didn't play. Sucks that BJ Boston didn't get any runs, but like I said, if we could get this guy runs every 3 games, that would be good. But we got to get Musa to play in every single games. But again, let me know what you think about the beautiful game winner. Please leave a comment down below. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I will definitely give y'all in the comment sections. As y'all know, have a great night and peace.